Tri-County Community Corrections Executive Director Andrew Larson reported to the Regional Corrections Board this week on the 2019 populations at the Red River Valley Juvenile Center and Northwest Regional Corrections Center. The Juvenile Center had its highest average daily population at 10.6 juveniles, while the Northwest Regional Corrections Center held steady with its 5-year average with 182 inmates per day. Larson said that almost 50% of the residents in the Juvenile Center come from non-member counties, meaning from outside of Polk, Red Lake, and Norman counties.
The Juvenile Center actually had the highest average daily population in 2019 in all the years that we've been open. So we averaged right around 10.6 residents per day for the entire year, and almost exactly 50% of those were from non-member counties. So our efforts to get out and spread the word about our program and the services that we offer has really been beneficial, and so really happy with the work that both Kyle Allen, our Juvenile Center Program Director, and Paul Bisson, our Deputy Director, really happy with the work that they've done to help get placements from non-member counties.
The Correction Center, meanwhile, maintained its 5-year average population despite what Larson calls a significant jump in the female inmate population.
At the Northwest Regional Correction Center, we were actually just below 180 for the month. We're at 179.6 or something like that. Year to date, our number at the jail was 182 as our average daily population. We're licensed for 200, so we're at about 91% capacity, which that number is very consistent with where we've been over the course of the last 4 years. Our population has ranged anywhere from 181 to 185 in terms of our average daily population. The one population group that we've seen a significant increase in population is through our female population. This morning we were actually at 50 females, which, while it's not a record, it's close to a record. The female population is definitely the group that we're seeing the biggest increase from, and I would certainly speculate that that's driven in large part by substance use disorders.
Larson added that the average number of females incarcerated per day has doubled over the last 5 years.
In the course of 5 years, our average daily female population has increased almost twofold. So our average daily female population, 4 years ago was in kind of that low 20 area, and now the last 2 years we've been in the mid 40s. So that's a really significant increase in a pretty short amount of time. At face value, most people probably think, that's not a real challenge, but from a management perspective, it is a challenge because it requires them to constantly be moving bodies around within the jail to make best use of our spaces.
Inmates at the Correction Center are eligible for a number of programs. Among those are programs Sentenced to Serve and Chore Service, participation in which can reduce the number of days an inmate is incarcerated. Larson said there are nearly 8 inmates fewer each day due to early releases earned through the programs.
Both the Sentenced to Service and Chore Service programs are very popular programs that we've had for as long as I've been with the agency, dating back to 2001. For 2019, they saved us on average about 7.6 bed days per day through STS and Chore Service participation. And we've got inmate work crews that go out into the community. They may be doing some work for a nonprofit or government organizations, or the other part of what they do is they'll actually go out and do work for some of our elderly population, might be shoveling sidewalk or raking leaves, but we perform outside chore services for them to allow them to stay in their homes. So if we did not have that program, we didn't have any way for inmates to reduce their jail sentence. It's very conceivable that for 2019, our average daily population would have been 190 instead of 182 because of that 7.6 per day savings through STS and chore service participation.